Hello, my friends. Good morning. Hope you are doing good. So today our topic of discussion is a very important concept in SQL. So we will try to discuss what is CRUD. CRUD in SQL concept in SQL. So this is a very important and one of the basic foundational concept that every data scientist or data analyst should be aware of. This is a wonderful function, I would say, a wonderful concept everybody should understand. So let me explain you first. So what is CRUD? So CRUD is a concept that represents the four basic operations you perform on your data in the database. These operations are implemented in SQL using the data manipulation language. So what is the link between why it is called data manipulation language? Why CRUD is called data manipulation language? What does the CRUD does? So the CRUD operation consists of create, read, update, and delete. So these are the four things or four functions we would say we are doing in CRUD. So what do you mean by CRUD? Create is adding a new data that is done by insert statement in SQL. You see, here we have SQL GML command. This is the purpose. So this is done by insert and it inserts the new records. So what do we by read? Read drive the data. That is done by select. That is fetches the data from the table. What is done by update? It modify the existing data in the database. And this is a syntax update and change existing records. And D is delete, and that is remove data, and this is delete and delete record from the table. There's something to note here. If you see here, select is technically classified as data query language and not DML, but it is the part of CRUD. However, in the CRUD model, read is equal to select. So CRUD is often used together with DML concepts. So now it is clear what is data query language, what is data manipulative language, and how it correlates with CRUD. So now, my friends, let us quickly explain you how we can create a table. In my previous sessions, I have already explained you how we can create table using the import wizard. So this is everybody is aware of now. You can browse and import. But now we are going to learn how we can use SQL statement to ensure the record. So say for example, this is the syntax. If you remember, friends, what does it do? We have to write create table name. This is the syntax. Create table name. This is the first column, whichever column name you want to signify, the column name. And we need to define the data type, where is it integer, varchar, decimals, boolean. So we need to define the data type. And then the definition, the column definition. The column definition is whether it's a primary key or foreign key. It is mandatory or non-mandatory. So this is how you can, by comma separated, you can define multiple number of insertion. So let me quickly show you an example. I have created a sample data. So let's say for example, I want to create a menu employee table. You see, this is my database, my friends. If I just refresh the schema, I don't have this table here. If I click this, I don't say these are all dummy data, the test data I usually prepare for my trainings. So if I want to create this table, my friends, just say, so what I will do, so I will just execute this function. Create table menu employee as we have learned. So this is the employee ID. You see, this is integer and I want to make it as primary key. The first name is a varchar, that is 50. It can hold up to 50 characters. The last name is also varchar. Email is also varchar. This is the length of the email. Salary I have taken as decimal. Birth date is date and should not be null. Gender is char. It is one. That means it could be either male or female and is active. So if I just run this command, my friend, if I just run this command, let me see what happens. If I just want to run this command, let me see what happens. You see, it's already ran. Now, if I just want to refresh the schema, and if you see menu employee, you see this table is created now. This is how, my friends, the table is inserted in the database. In my next sessions, I will explain you the other operations of CRUD. So please subscribe my channel and stay tuned with my channel and ask your friends to subscribe my channel. Let's share and grow. Thanks, my friends. Have a great day ahead.